All I'm asking is that you keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. I've spent my entire Friday morning so far reading, thinking. It's a thinking day. That's something else I encourage you to do, is spend good time thinking about your business, about your sales career, about what it is you do to create success in your life, business, and career. It's easy not to spend these kind of days. But what happens when you do is that you get amazing perspective, which drives vision, which creates your success down the road. Remember, the best time to plant an oak tree was 25 years ago. The second best time is today. You've got to plant those seeds today and make them grow. Choosing boring technology is not a guarantee of safety. Just because you're happy with what you have right now doesn't mean that it should stay that way, that things should stay that way. You have to look to the future and try and figure out where things are going. In a lot of cases, in many cases, in the funeral profession, in the funeral industry, when I have conversations about technology and websites and digital marketing and content creation and everything that I see coming, because I am in close touch with the innovation lab here at Fraser, when I am thinking about all of those things, but then I hear these narrow-minded mindsets, it's not only frustrating, but it's also very concerning. And I'm concerned for you. You've got to keep an open mind when it comes to this kind of stuff. One clip, which I'll share in the associated blog post with this podcast and this video. If you found this on my personal blog, if you haven't, go to theashflash.com and you can search for it there, is a clip from the movie The Big Short. The Big Short was a book written by Michael Lewis, which is now a movie that was produced in 2015. And it's about the guys who saw the housing bubble crash coming before everyone else did. And they didn't just see it, they were willing to bet everything on it. How confident are you in what you're thinking about investing your precious earned dollars in, that you're willing to bet the house on it? And they were, because they did their research, they understood the marketplace, and the math made sense. The equation made sense. The equation of sticking with the same old website technology you've always had, because that's what's being offered by another vendor that you've been doing business with forever, is not enough. It's not nearly a good enough reason anymore. All the other stuff I was going through this morning, I decided it was time to educate myself about NFTs and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's time to start learning about that. And if you haven't done that yet, I encourage you to do the same. I am not on one side or the other when it comes to all of that, but I do see and hear things happening in the things that I'm reading and listening to online that are very similar to the kinds of things I was hearing and listening to in the late 90s when Web 1.0 arrived. Of course, now we've gone to Web 2.0. And here's my question for you. First of all, Web 1.0, that was primarily a passive experience. We were all just reading things and consuming information online and taking what was there. It was beautiful. It was great. I had a great time doing that, but I started creating right away. I learned how to write code. I started creating right away, and I built a little internet company that was successful during a time when many others had crashed and everybody was talking about the end of the internet. Well, of course, that didn't happen. We ended up with Web 2.0, and Web 2.0 is much more about creation, sharing, getting involved, becoming a part of the internet. And we're all experiencing that now. My question to you right now, though, is how much are you participating in this right now? And I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying you have to be aware. And especially if you're a business owner, you should definitely be participating in this. And you are, if you're a Fraser customer website, a Fraser website customer as example, or you've invested in some of the other products that I sell in my work during the day at FraserConsultants.com, you're participating, but there's a Web 3.0 is coming. Cryptocurrency is definitely going to be a part of that, and it may be all of it. Well, all of that remains to be seen. What I'm encouraging you to do right now, though, is not put your blinders on and just be happy with what you have and try and ride it out as long as you can and then escape and then become one of these people like I saw yesterday driving around. I have no idea or understanding of why you would do this. They had a little badge on their Buick, a little official badge on their Buick labeled retired, and they stuck it on their bumper. I don't even really know what else to say about that, except if I catch you putting one of those badges on your car, you're in real big trouble, because that's a sign that you've given in. And there are many other signs that people are giving in on a daily basis when they are stuck in their old ways and their minds are closed and they're not staying in touch with how fast things are changing. Things are changing all the time. And what I'm saying to you right now, as an account executive at Fraser Consultants, as a technology guru, as an inside sales guy, very successful in my career now, is nothing stands still. You've got to do what you've got to do to keep in tune with all of that, to create visions, to be able to see things. I've always been able to see things far out into the future, not like a psychic, but because I'm reading and I'm studying and I'm paying close attention of everything that's going on, the world, the universe, the internet, Web 2.0, it's giving you some signs right now. And if you don't partner with the right technology company and the right services and the right experts to get the information and expertise you need to be successful, you're gonna fall behind. You're probably falling behind already if this is coming as news to you. And if it is, please click the link below this video. Find my calendar link. If you're in the funeral profession, you're a funeral director, you own a funeral home, and you want to set up time with me, just Google Fraser Consultants, John Ashworth, or just John Ashworth Fraser, and my bio page will come up. There's a sure sign right there that I'm staying ahead of the technology. Put that into Google. Try putting John C. Ashworth into Google and see what comes up. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. And I want to talk to you, if you're a funeral home and a funeral director, about all the amazing technology that we have today and everything we're working on right now in the Innovation Lab and what I see coming in the future. If you are not laying down the foundation of some very important things right now, you are going to miss out. Now, you may be almost done with your career, but you're going to pass on that funeral home to your family members. They're going to pass it on to your grandkids, and so on, and the list goes on. And if you don't want that to be taken over by a big behemoth and become part of the mechanism that are funeral homes owned by bigger and larger corporations, you want to maintain that down-to-earth home feeling of what a family-owned funeral home can do for a local community. We've got to stay in touch. You've got to stay tuned. You've got to pay attention, and we probably need to talk very soon. This is John Ashworth signing off for now. And you probably found this on theashflash.com. So be sure you become a subscriber today. If you happen to find it on the Fraser blog, click the connect button. And I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.